But we should start with welcome to Wine and Weed.
Well,
right?
are we recording?
Are we recording, John?
Everybody's recording?
Are we fucking live right now?
Wow, we're live.
We're fucking live.
Hey, welcome to Wine and Weed, our weekly podcast conversational show. I'm Chris Reinecker,
And I'm
a.k.a.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, you can say my nickname is a.k.a. Campbell's because I'm good.
Oh, a.k.a. Andy Warhol, because I make Campbell's soup look so good. Was that like complimenting
That went
you?
over my
Because you
head.
just said that you were
he did that painting
Campbell's
of
soup?
the Campbell's
Yeah,
soup.
but it's like nobody. I mean, I guess.
a.k.a. childhood sickness because I make Campbell's soup look so good.
All right, you are digging this hole deeper.
A.k.a. you guys, I'm branded by Campbell's soup this week. Make sure you go
I
down.
would love for you to fucking be branded by Campbell's soup.
A.k.a. what else am I?
You are not the
Should I
mustache
not
man.
start
You
a.k.a.?
should just leave it alone. It should be me and John each week.
All right, you start.
You should give up. Are we taping that?
A.k.a. giving up.
Yeah, you need to just give up on your AKs. It's your boy Sterling Stilo Brim, a.k.a. Mandingo Lover. I am your stylist. I'm skateboard Steve. I'm all these things, man. I'm also your mama's love interest. So, yeah, these are just AKAs that have been given to me by the people. I don't make these AKAs up. This either comes from God himself or the people. And I feel like John feels the same way. You didn't make these up.
No, it's divine intervention.
It's divine intervention. What are you known as again, John?
I'm John Ross,
John
a.k.a.
Ross.
Facts Guy,
Facts guy.
a.k.a. Brown Sugar,
Ooh,
a.k.a. Gorilla in Manila,
Gorilla in Manila.
a.k.a. Spider-Man's best friend,
And hit him with the last one.
and a.k.a. Big Sexy with the glasses.
Big sexy with the glasses.
Big sexy with the glasses.
That'll never get old, man. That'll never get old. What happens if you don't
A.k.a.
wear
your
glasses?
new baby daddy.
That's not going to happen.
Oh yeah, you are
I
new
am
baby daddy.
A.k.a.
You
your
forgot
new
that.
baby daddy.
Oh.
Um,
Okay, I got a question. Are you the new baby daddy? Or are you the new baby daddy?
not sure what they mean.
What if
but
a girl's like, this is my new baby daddy? Like she introduced you to her dad. And
I
she's
think
like,
that's what it is.
No,
I think that's what it is.
I think you're going to have a child soon. And
And I'm going to be a new baby daddy.
You'll be a new
Yeah.
baby daddy. Yeah.
Or it's like we said last week, it's somebody that already has a child, and now I'm their
You're the
new baby daddy.
Yeah, your new baby daddy.
So like I'm taking
I feel
care
like you'd
of
be
your
a
child.
good baby daddy, though. I feel like you wouldn't
Thanks,
put
dude.
nobody
Yeah.
through no bullshit.
You would about infant daddy or childhood daddy? You think I'll be good at that too? Or
I
just
told you.
baby?
I told you the correct response is you don't want to be a baby daddy. You want to be that child's father.
Yeah, come on now.
Wow.
You want to be there for that child. When you are labeled as a baby daddy, it says that you're not that present.
Oh,
And Chris, I don't look at you as someone that's not that present.
Hey, thank you. I try to be present.
I feel like you'd be present for that child. I feel like we're saying this now, and then like in my head, I just always imagine cutaways. There's a cutaway of you just being an ain't shit nigga, and I know I'm not supposed to call you a nigga, but you just an ain't shit ass daddy.
A.k.a.
You'll never. Chris could never. I would never
no,
do you like
I've
that.
gotten a few nicknames that I don't repeat as
Nicknames
AKAs.
right there sound like something different. I was like, you got what?
Nickname AKAs, whatever you want to call them. What are we drinking and smoking today? I'm excited for these answers.
Well, I'll give you the smoking.
All right.
And I'll get to the drinking.
Okay.
So here you
Oh,
go.
you'll hand me the smoking.
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay. So we are smoking. Wow, look at this. Maven Genetics.
Yeah, this shit is good.
We're smoking some. What is this?
Purple velvet.
strain here. Purple
Whoa.
velvet.
That sounds like an
Yeah.
indica.
That sounds like an indica. This is usually a sativa show.
It's not an indica.
Oh, interesting.
Really? Purple velvet?
It's not an indica.
What about John? John claimed last week off air
Okay.
that
He
he
could
could
sniff.
smell
Okay.
any strain,
Yeah.
and
let's
tell
try.
us if it is indica or sativa.
Y'all know I wouldn't buy no indica.
Smells purple to me, which is an indica. But John,
It does have an indica vibe. I would say that this is a hybrid. If
It
you-
is
if
a
you're,
hybrid.
Yeah.
It's a hybrid, guys.
wow,
I was gonna let you do your.
his nose never lies.
My nose knows.
How about what we're drinking today?
We are drinking. It's not a real wine.
Insulting to whoever made that
It's
wine.
a story of, okay, I'll give you guys a very Hollywood-ass story. The wine we're drinking is labeled as 1979 Stradella.
Wow.
And that's because that's the address. I
That's
got this
the-
bottle when I went to a open house to look at a different property.
And the
friends were
address
interested in
of
purchasing.
the real estate property
It's
is
1979, and it's still on the market. It's in Bel Air. If you guys want to go look it up and look for it, you should buy it. It's a very nice property. The only thing I think is that's messing it up is 3 levels and there's no elevator. So you.
Oh, is that the only thing messing it up?
No, it's
Otherwise, we would all buy it.
Other than that,
But
it's beautiful. It's
You don't have 3 levels and no elevator.
That is true, but even
That's the biggest champagne problem I've ever heard in my life.
even beyond, it's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay.
It's gonna be. Also, the reason that they were giving out these bottles at the open house was because there was a vineyard in the house.
Oh, you didn't say that off
I
air.
didn't say
You
it.
Wow.
fucking
So that's
flexed
from
on air.
that house.
This
then.
is from this house.
Wow. We're tasting the house.
We're tasting the house, and
That's actually kind of exciting.
Frankly, I'm
so
not gonna
this
lie.
you're really
I think
weird.
it's gonna be trash.
I thought that it was like we know these winemakers and we threw a label on it
No,
because we're
man,
rich ass
this is
real
the
estate
house.
agents.
We're tasting the fucking.
It's
house.
like basically they were like, "Welcome to the house, have a home brew," but
Yeah.
it's wine.
yeah. Do people homebrew?
This is exciting.
We're gonna get the
Homebrew
smoggy
beer?
notes.
Lots of people homebrew. It's like a whole
Beers?
yeah, it's a trend.
I know coffee, right?
You can get like I have a lot of friends in Santa Barbara that homebrew beers and
Really?
like kind of camping
Well, I've
folk.
never drank a beer, so
You've never drank a beer?
you knew this. We went over this a million times.
I know that you never smoked a cigarette, right?
I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never tasted beer.
Wow.
Well, actually, I'm lying.
Tasted. You've
I've-
had to have tasted.
I've tasted beer when I was 7 at a block club party. I asked somebody to pass me the apple juice. This old man thought it was funny. He handed me a beer. I spit it out immediately, and that was the last time I tasted beer.
I
Wow.
did not know that about
Last
you.
time, first time.
Yeah.
You want to hear a fun story about me that it involves you that you may not remember from years ago?
All right.
One time I went to the studio to write with you. You were, I don't know, being funny somewhere on someone's album in the studio.
Oh, that I know what you're talking about.
And then they brought dinner, which was like really nice burgers and kind of like a barbecue. Are you looking at the wine that
It's
you're
an
pouring?
interesting color, and it's bothering me.
Well, we go to the
That's
studio and there's just soda, and I'm not really a big soda drinker, but then surprisingly amongst all the soda,
Yeah, I don't
there's
have a cup.
organic apple juice. And I'm like, oh, organic apple juice, that's nice. And I fill it up and I drink it. And I like finished the whole thing. And I was like, that kind of tasted weird. And someone was like, oh, no, that's lean. And I
No.
had drank lean
I've never drank
without
lean. Who gave-
realizing
Lean doesn't look like apple
some
juice.
guy who
studio
looked
was
a
I at?
lot like a rapper, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought
Iggy
you.
Azalea was there that
I
day.
thought you were talking about.
But
a
Iggy Azalea
different-
wasn't a thing yet.
No, she
Oh, it
was
was before that?
She was kind of a thing,
she
but
was
I
a thing.
didn't really know who she
No,
was.
no, she was a thing.
Fancy hadn't come out
Fancy
yet.
was out, I think.
Wait, what year was this?
No.
Fancy was out.
This was like, because when Fancy came out, you were like, yeah, you remember you came to the studio last year when
Really?
she was there. And I was
Iggy's
like,
been
oh.
my homie for years.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
Iggy. Yeah, I remember that day though. That was at. a
Well, I
studio
couldn't drive
in
home
Hollywood. Oh,
because I
really?
drank lean.
See, I've never drank lean.
I drank
intense.
lean by mistake.
Yeah, I've drank lean before on a music video set.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
That's
was,
the only time I've ever been in that lean space, and it was by mistake. And if you've ever been in a situation where you do any sort of drugs by mistake, it's a very weird circumstance
It sucks,
because
right?
Yeah.
you feel like you've been poisoned.
yeah, it's inconvenient.
And then I was like, what is it going to feel like? Am I going to like it? And one guy looked at me. He's like, you like being sleepy? And I was like, that's the weirdest.
Yeah.
That's what this drug does for you. It
Yeah.
doesn't even,
it's-
doesn't put you to sleep. It makes you sleepy.
It's
Like, who likes
sleepy.
being sleepy?
I think it's sleepy, but then also you get a fucking a pop belly if you drink too much of it. Like all my friends that drink lean, stomachs are like out here.
Yeah.
That's why Gucci Mane, his stomach came down.
Really?
Because he went.
I
to
didn't know that about
He went
lean.
to prison and he couldn't drink lean anymore. So then he started to work out and stuff, and then he came out, and now he's in shape, and you know Gucci living the best life, his best life possible.
Oh.
But when you
I'm
drink
not. I'm
lean-
definitely not an advocate of lean.
Yeah, it's not my thing. This
cough
wine
syrup.
is really bothering me. This color
Have you drank it yet?
I've not tasted it. I feel like it's gonna be really. I don't think it's ready.
Cheers.
I don't think this shit is ready.
To in-house vineyards of rich houses.
Ooh, smoggy
That
notes.
is not ready. That wine is not ready.
Or it's gone bad.
I don't think
wine can go bad.
Yes, it can.
Oh, I guess if it's not left in the right environment.
1 out of like every 9. Hey, we're back, guys. We have a second bottle of wine because the first one was from a real estate house, and our conclusion is don't buy that house.
Don't buy that house.
Tell us about this wine, Sterling. Where is this one from?
This one actually has a label, and this one's a real wine, and it's called Villa what is this?
Killing it.
Antinori? Antinori. They're gonna hate me. Antinori. Yeah, Villa Antinori.
Why? How'd you get this bottle of wine?
I bought it. No, I'm joking. I did kind of buy it. Well, this house that we film in this episode, that we film Wine and Weed in every week. It's my house, guys. If you don't know that out there, it's my house. We film my house, and when we bought this house, there was nothing in it but this bottle of wine.
So you're saying that this is another bottle of wine from another real estate agent, essentially?
Yeah, and this one says indica on the front.
No.
Swear to God. Well, it's the base, like.
Let me smell it.
The beginning of the word is indica in the first word, right there under.
Yeah, it's indicazioni. Indicazioni.
We're gonna get fucking sleepy
tipica.
as shit off this wine. Is what I'm saying to you. That's not how you do it. Yeah, that's how you do it. You scared me.
So that was a little complicated getting that weed and wine.
That stinks too. That was a shitty wine. Like don't try to fucking bamboozle me into buying some expensive ass house and then you give me a shitty wine.
I would love someone to be like on the fence about the house and then be like, well, let's try the wine. And then be like,
but yeah, somebody might. The person that wants to buy it and wants the vineyard. Why would you not like buy a couple bottles of Opus One and pour them into that bottle and then fucking make them think that's what the wine they're gonna get each year?
And if they can't remake
They'll
it,
be
they're
like,
like, I
"Whoa."
just suck. I can't do it.
But yeah, I'll bring up something light to start the show off. Why not?
oh yeah, let's talk about the week.
Light. It's not that light. You know me.
It's never gonna be.
It's never that light with me. But Tiger Woods becomes the 4th golfer to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which joins the likes of great golf legends like Arnold Palmer and Charlie Sifford.
Wow.
And it's just always beyond me of like, the black community really be fucking with Tiger Woods. Like we really be getting them popping again. I mean, I know him winning is a great thing. Obviously, that gets you popping more than anything. But we be right there, fucking ready to go for Tiger whenever it's time to go. And Tiger always letting us know he don't really fuck with us. Man. Every chance he gets, he's like, I don't care. All right.
Are you saying by
Thank you,
accepting the
guys.
Presidential Medal of Freedom from Trump, he's
But
saying he doesn't fuck
not.
with you? Or what are you saying?
That's not it. Yeah, 100%. But
what
that's
you're
not it. Tiger Woods has stood by Donald Trump the whole way.
I know, and I also love the one
You can stuff it with this.
black athlete that Donald Trump has said anything positive about is like maybe has some not the cleanest past in the world despite having a good record. He's like very Trumpian with his, he got famous and.
Yeah, I
cheat
mean,
on his
I'm
wife
not gonna shit on somebody for cheating on their wife. That's their business. You know what? Society does that to us a lot. They tell us celebrities are not humans. They tell us that your daddy cheating on your mama right now. If you watching this, your daddy is a fucking scumbag.
That's the audience that we garner. If you're watching this, there's adultery happening
There's
in
a
your
country
household.
right before your eyes. I'm not saying that happens. I'm not saying my parents have. As far as I know, they've been squeaky clean. But what I'm saying is people make mistakes. Tiger was texting some outlandish shit. And just like we always are, the black community was there to forgive him and be like, fuck with us. We got you. And then the moment he got on again, he left an ass for a white guy. Mm-hmm. Trump, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. But congrats, I guess, Tiger, for getting the presidential.
Isn't it weird how we're not we don't see that as an honor anymore?
We don't see anything that comes from that house in honor.
Yeah, but it's not like even when Bush was president, it's like you still won the Presidential Medal of Freedom. It's
That's
not
true.
like illegit now because President Bush is a war criminal. Like you're still like it's the president.
Even sports teams.
Yeah, some of my friends won the national championship for UCLA, and they went to meet the president. They met Bush, but it was like it's kind of like, oh, I wish it was a year later and it was Obama.
Yeah.
But
you still met the
I still went to
president.
the president,
still
and
met-
now it's like I don't know if I'm gonna go.
Dude, no NBA team has went yet.
Yeah. Well, that makes
No
sense.
NBA team has went yet. And like he was like, well, we didn't want you anyway. And they were like, nigga, we didn't want to come. Why? You can't take back an invitation that we never wanted. Like he invited them, and then they were like, "No, we good." And then he was like, "Well, I was lying. I didn't really want you guys here."
I'm not petty.
Yeah, he's as petty as they come. Petty as they come.
I don't know if I have enough information about this, but he got mad about the Kentucky Derby as well in the middle of the week.
But everybody did.
I didn't know. I didn't know what happened.
Everybody. So what happened? I know enough, not too much. Don't. Yeah, John's gonna get the facts while I just speak from my heart. But the Kentucky Derby, what happened was the actual course, the track was wet, so you couldn't really see. I guess which lane you were supposed to be in, but you know at a certain point you're not supposed to cross lanes or switch out of your lane. And the person who won, the jockey and the horse that originally won, was disqualified because when they went back and looked at it, he switched out of his lane.
Oh.
But they were saying we can't see which lane we're supposed to be in.
I get it. I'm
So-
with Trump then. Trump.
Oh God, never thought I'd hear that fucking chant on this show. Trump chant.
I went to
You know
the
what?
opening of Barack Obama Boulevard this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
What was it before? What street was it before?
Rodeo Road, which is in between Adams and Washington, is now Obama Boulevard.
That's not Rodeo Road. That's Rodeo. That's different.
Rodeo Road, sure.
Yeah, that's how you know when you in LA versus when you in Beverly Hills. All my LA friends tell you, hey, nigga, you stay your ass at Rodeo, we gonna be over here at Rodeo.
That's funny.
And, yeah, it's funny, but that's a real
Well,
thing.
now it's Obama.
Yeah, well, now it's I was just gonna say that's trash that they put Obama Street, Avenue, Road, whatever in Beverly Hills. But when you said Adams and Washington, I'm like, nah, that's in Mid City.
Yep.
There you go, Obama. Hold
Yep.
it down. Hold it down, baby.
Yeah. And my confusion is, why did it go from a road to a boulevard out of nowhere?
Because you gotta put a boulevard at the end.
I get it, and it flows great. Obama Boulevard.
Obama
But what the fuck
yeah.
makes something a boulevard? Did you just change from a road to a
That's
boulevard?
a
Is it just
good question.
semantics?
What
There
makes you a
is-
boulevard, road, a street, or a fucking canyon?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I live on a place.
You live in a place that's shitty.
There are guidelines, but not every city and not every state follows it, so it's kind of still a free for all.
California definitely doesn't follow.
Yeah.
When I moved, if you're from Chicago, not to dive into this is random too, but if you're from Chicago, I feel like we have the best metric system in Chicago. Like, if you are to say, hey, I live on, I'm Division and blah, blah, blah. You can tell that person immediately where they live. Like, you name 2 streets, I know every street name still has 100 connected to it.
Oh, okay.
So if you
Yeah.
say, if I say I live on Division, that's 1200 North.
Yeah.
If I say I live on Chicago Avenue, that is 800 North. When I moved here, like, I'm so used to somebody being like, yeah, I live 1600 on this block, and I can tell you your 2 streets immediately.
Yeah.
Here in California, though, motherfuckers be like, I live on Cahuenga. I'm like, nigga, you can't name 1 street.
Yeah.
Cahuenga and what?
Also,
what the fuck
like,
is the cross
so,
street?
but the if you're not from Los Angeles, Cahuenga is like 20 miles
It's
long.
20
Yeah.
miles. I'm
And
sorry.
so
yeah.
you can live in Cahuenga and literally be in an entirely different. You could be
Yeah.
on the other side of the city.
You could be in a different city.
I've
Yeah.
sent somebody who just moved here to Sepulveda Boulevard, and they went to North Sepulveda Boulevard, and they were literally 10 miles away from us in a completely different part of town. We have nobody planned out Los Angeles before they built it.
It's
They
like
were
a
just like, I don't know, we'll just keep going as it comes.
It's a huge Spanish influence too, because like our streets in Chicago are just like regular ass presidents, or just some words like Division. You live on
Yeah.
Division,
Yeah.
or you live in Madison. I live in
Oh.
Madison.
Yeah.
Out here, everything is hard to pronounce. Motherfuckers move out here and be like,
I grew up on
La
Avenida de Diamante.
"What the fuck is that?"
That's what I had to learn how to spell when I was a kid. I had to learn to spell Rhinoc Massacre and then Avenida de Diamante.
Yeah, I grew up
Wow.
on Mason Street.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
the
Khalifa.
street next to mine is Via Vaquero, and the next one next to that is Via Bandolero.
Vaquero.
Oh.
Via Vaquero. But and my city name is Arroyo Grande.
Yeah.
But people there call it Arroyo Grande.
Yeah.
Nobody calls
Some
it.
people call it Arroyo Grande.
Do you guys know
I
La
once had a
Jolla?
baseball coach who's like, we're going to be practicing on Tuesdays and Thursdays in this Arroyo Grande Park. And
This is
I was
California
like-
still?
Yeah, yeah, that's every part of the country has the southern accent, like
That's so funny.
somewhere.
You're
in
right.
it. I think David
I was at
Cross has
breakfast
a bit on that.
yesterday with my family. My family's in town again. People, my family fucking stalked me apparently. My cousins are here. So I was at breakfast with them yesterday, and there was just a couple. It was weird. It was weird. It was just weird. It was a couple sitting next to us who had on a first of all, a fucking blue Trump Make America Great Again hat.
Ooh,
which
collector's
threw me
edition.
all the way off. I was like, that shit is exclusive. That's rare. That is rare as
It's
shit.
also like, gotcha.
Yeah. And then his wife just had on a USA hat, which I was offended by too. I don't know why USA somehow offended me. I was like, bitch. I was like, I'm American. Why am I so mad at her? And then the thing that really bothered me the most though was it was Cinco de Mayo, and these motherfuckers were Hispanic, sitting next to me with this Trump shit on, and I was like, nigga, do y'all understand? Y'all first. You got to go. So why are y'all supporting? What kind of self-hate shit is this?
Yeah, there's a little bit of I made it and I'm going to close the door behind me.
Oh, it was definitely that because he had that nice little rollie on. And I definitely said to myself, oh, you think you better. That's trash, homie.
I was thinking about MAGA hats, and so like there's a MAGA narrative that there's an effort to be started of like, people attacked me for wearing a MAGA hat. I don't even have freedom of speech anymore. So there's this article right here called "I was attacked with a glass bottle because of my MAGA hat," and there's a picture of him. And there's another picture of him on Twitter
not why you
in
were
front of a Nazi sign. And it's also a brawl. Like, if you read the article, it's a brawl that started, quote unquote, because of his MAGA hat. But look, if you're getting into a brawl, you're probably not the most peaceful person to begin with.
Right.
And then if you search your Facebook, there's literally a picture of you in front of a Nazi flag doing a Hail Hitler sign.
No.
So maybe it wasn't because of your MAGA hat, bud.
Oh boy.
I somewhat I disagree somewhat. I'm not like
I don't think that guy should be attacked for wearing his MAGA hat in public. I just don't think that's what happened. I think he started that.
I don't know.
Well, maybe he didn't even start that fight, but he got in that fight.
That president has done such a great job at inflicting hate and really just pushing the narrative of hate throughout the country that I do feel a certain way if I see you with a MAGA hat on. You might get your ass whooped. And I'm more of a
Oh, so you disagree that it should not be okay to beat somebody up because they're
I
wearing a hat?
I disagree. I think you should not beat somebody. It's not okay to beat somebody's ass just because they got on a hat.
Okay.
I'm saying I disagree that it might have really started a brawl. That hat means so much to so many people that I could very well see a brawl starting from you wearing it to the wrong scenario, like the wrong situation.
Or you going, fuck me, fuck you. That's what I think happened. I think somebody went, hey, your hat, fuck you.
No.
And he went, fuck me, fuck you, and fought back.
No. What also is, what I'm saying is, that hat already says fuck you to so many people. That hat already says fuck you. I know some people may read it as Make America Great Again, but most of us that don't look like a white man read it as fuck you. So I could very well see you getting your ass whooped for walking in the wrong situation with a fuck you hat on. Make America Great Again is a fuck you hat.
But you shouldn't, right? I mean, you should be able to express yourself the way you want to. But also,
you should be able to do
when
what
you
you
say
wanna-
something, you got to, as we talked about before, prepare your ass to get dog walked.
Prepare to get dog walked, fam. That's it.
if you're gonna say it. But then again, is that not freedom of speech? Or is it freedom of speech? You just have to expect the consequences.
It's
of
freedom
your
of speech. Just expect the consequences. Like no one's saying you can't say fuck you. No one's saying you can't say make America great again. Just understand what you're saying. And understand who
What
you're
it
saying.
means.
Understand who you're saying it to. And if you're okay with both of those things, do your thing, player. When you get your ass dog walked.
I have a feeling that this conversation is going to wrap back around because I know where we're going later.
Because I know it will.
What else happened this week? Oh, speaking of the Barack Obama thing now, because we were talking about
Latifah.
What?
It's just like, what?
While I was there, I thought about fandom, right? Because we were talking about how I'm not a fan.
I said you were a
I'm not
politics
big
fan, though.
but you said I was a politics fan.
I did say you're a politics.
But I was there, and I have been to a Bernie Sanders rally before as well. And there's something that also makes me uncomfortable about that. It's just these big groups of people who are like obsessed with something. Make me uncomfortable for some reason. I'm
so
like,
fandoms.
nah.
But you went
like,
to the Barack fucking street unveiling.
I mean, yeah, because it was like
You were a
cool
part of
little-
that group.
It's a but I saw it as a community event and a street fair. But there was a rally during the street fair, and the rally, I was like, let's relax, guys.
You don't
like,
think sports
I don't know,
is
like,
a community event?
But it's also like a rally. It's that feeling of the rally is the part that I'm like, the street fair is not the same as a sports game, right? In a way it is when you're like walking around and you're like, yeah, go Dodgers. Then like it has a feeling of a street fair, but then you're in there and you're like, go Dodgers! And like, oh no! And someone starts crying because of how they feel. It's a situation that heightens your emotions. That's why it's fun. Theater. It's
Politics.
But yeah, no,
When Bernie Sanders didn't fucking
100%
win,
politics.
it was everyone being like, oh no!
But
when
there-
Hillary didn't win, oh no! Politics.
Yeah, because it affects
Pretty
your
important,
life,
yeah.
though.
It affects my life, man. If the Bulls don't draft
Exactly.
the right pick-
That's why I think it's stupid that the Bulls not drafting the right pick affects your
But
life.
also they made this shit up. It's politics shit too.
You're saying they made politics up, but sports is a game
Whoa.
that doesn't matter, and politics is a game that has consequences.
Politics matter to you. Again, we spoke about this. Politics matter to you more because politics has valued your voice more.
Okay, but either way, what I'm saying is that the up close and fandom version of politics also doesn't sit well with me. You know what I mean? When I was at the Bernie Sanders rally, I wasn't a Bernie Sanders fan.
Sounds like you-
I was a little bit like, hey, relax, everybody.
Oh
Why
my
are we
God.
getting so fucking
We
fired
just
up?
talked about this actually. Off
Like
camera.
everything's not perfect, all right? Like everyone
No,
be sane.
We talked about this off camera.
What?
This is just anxiety.
I know, I don't wanna lose my mind.
Because you're like, I feel more at peace over here.
I think people are losing their mind
No
in
one's
these
losing their
directions.
minds. You're making that up. I'm watching fucking.
Well, everyone's
you guys can't
everyone's
see me.
playing
I'm watching
along,
the NBA
which is
playoffs.
cool.
I'm watching the NBA playoffs right now. Guess what I'm not doing?
Well,
guys? Losing my fucking mind. But you like losing your mind over music.
Losing your mind over music. If you're like into like a theater performance, if you're like suspending your
I'm
disbelief.
not talking about theater performances. I'm saying
Like,
music.
if-
Are you okay with that?
Yes. I'm
You're
saying
just picking and
music
choosing, man.
and artists.
You're just playing God.
But like
at
if
this
you're
point, you're just playing God.
if you're going
at this point,
nuts,
you're just playing God.
if
Chris.
you're a BTS fan and you're fainting, like relax. Like fucking relax. And I feel that same way at the Bernie Sanders rally, and I feel that same way at sports games. But like one
But,
way it's
I mean-
kids, and one way it's old people, and one way it's like men and
I think-
adults. And I'm
I
like,
think-
can everyone relax?
Nope. I think one of us is accepting the fact that they're just
Playing along?
not trying to play God.
I don't think
No.
everyone's playing
Look,
along. That's what scares me.
Listen, it's like me. I understand that everything that is for me isn't for someone else. And I'm fine with that. So I understand that me watching cheerleaders go crazy or girls go crazy because Justin Bieber, oh my God, Justin Bieber. It'll never make sense to me. And I'm okay with that. You're fucking you're saying that, oh, it doesn't make sense to Chris Rydiger, so it just doesn't make sense. And that's bullshit.
No, I'm explaining to you why I don't like it.
Okay.
And I also fear people in groups because I think individuals are really smart. I think everybody has the capability to be so smart. And I think you put people in a group and they act stupid. And all the people at political rallies and in sports games just make me fear people in groups as a whole. And I'm like, everyone relax for a second. Does that make sense? But I like it if you're playing along. If you're playing along, that's really fun. That's a fun game. Sorry, I got lost.
It is still interesting to me, if we're talking about from last week. It's still interesting to me that
I know, I don't want to get caught on a
that
conversation
you-
from last
that
week.
you
but
care about politics. But, oh, no, Shump! That's on the fucking podcast.
That's
We're
such a
keeping
great
that.
organic moment.
Oh, that's my guy. That's my frame. That's the layup. A reverse layup, y'all. But we said serious stories, and John was like, well, there is one thing that
the
happened.
Uno?
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uno,
I was like, what did
baby.
I have to say?
Motherfuckers. I knew I
So
wasn't crazy.
Uno finally clarified. They were like, look, like you guys have been playing this game wrong this entire time. You cannot.
Yeah, which is like, who the fuck acts? I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
So what is the actual? What did Uno actually say? They said that
Yeah, because people play. You know, if someone gets you, I don't know if you know the game Uno, but
it's a card game, right?
yeah, it's a card game.
Yeah.
and whoever has one card wins. That whoever gets the lowest cards. Is that correct? It's been a while.
If you can
no.
get rid of your cards,
You gotta get rid of
win.
your
Oh,
cards.
you gotta-
You say Uno.
Wait,
First to go.
wait. There's a bigger story here. John doesn't know how to play.
It's been
Uno.
a while.
John's a fraud.
One of the most fucking known games to ever be created. And
I've been
John
playing
doesn't know how to
Dos.
play Uno.
Uno.
It's a real game.
And what do you say if the person gets? What if you're the other person who doesn't have a card? What do you say? The other person says what?
If you don't have a card,
We play that you say gotcha, but I always thought that was
Oh
weird.
no, I've never heard that.
You
I've
ever
only
heard
heard
that?
that is not
when
a
you
real
have
thing.
one card, you say
Maybe.
Uno. That's it. That's all I
And
know.
before what? You say Uno before somebody else
Oh.
says what? Uno or gotcha?
I hear just Uno.
You
yeah.
say if
Just
you
both
say
people say
Uno
Uno.
the same.
I played with other people as I grew up, and they're like, "No, we both say Uno," and I was
No,
like,
if you
"Oh,
say-
I didn't know that."
Yeah, yeah.
If you say Uno,
I don't know why I learned gotcha.
before them, then they have to take them the card.
You say Uno. They both say Uno.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I grew up, somebody told me it was gotcha. So I feel like I have the rules to Uno wrong anyway, because you guys, here's the scandal. It's if you put down a +4 and somebody puts down a +4, the next person +2, the next person has to put down a +6. I don't remember this rule at all.
You played like okay.
I played Uno.
We can all admit this,
Yeah.
except for John, who
I played
doesn't
Uno.
fucking play Uno. He's a
Been-
murderer.
It's been a while.
Now I'll never trust him again.
okay.
But we all that play Uno understand very clearly with any game, especially Uno, they are different within every community.
Sure. I mean, I guess so.
100%. I hate, excuse my French. Niggas be making shit up, fam. When I grew up, motherfuckers said, "Oh, draw." You put down a draw 4, you could put down a draw 2 on top of that draw 4. They draw 6, right?
That's
Okay,
such
wait,
a fucking lie that someone made up.
I got you. I'm gonna keep going though. If you put down a draw 4 and somebody put down a skip afterwards, they could be like, "That draw 4 skip me, fam. It goes to him." We made up the biggest bullshit rules to ever exist in Uno, and we knew that. But we all as a community knew our own rules. But somebody infiltrated our fucking community
And told.
and brought in, and told on us and brought in and questioned the rule of if you can put a draw 2 on a draw 4, nigga, it's an unspoken black law. You can put a draw 2 on a draw 4 or a draw 4 on a drop 2. And some interracial couple happened down here where they brought their white boyfriend to Christmas and he played Uno and was like, that is not legal.
I don't
That
think
is
so.
actually
I
not
think
legal.
that white guy will be like, "Oh, I guess that's the rules to Uno."
I like
guess.
that white guy.
Because that's how I feel right now. I went, there's another way to play Uno than that. I guess I was playing Uno wrong. That's what I said from the fucking beginning.
You're completely playing Uno wrong.
But I think that's such a made because I think the worst thing you can receive in Uno is a +4. So it's totally somebody who got the worst thing and was like, no, there's a worse thing.
the fact that
and
you
it's
even call
that
it a
guy.
+4.
What do you call it?
A draw 4.
Yeah, that's just me forgetting what it's
Oh,
called.
okay.
That's just me not have played Uno for
Yeah,
a
draw
while.
4, fam.
Yeah.
Draw 4.
for sure. And I do
reverse
think
it back
a lot
to
of people
me.
play Uno. I think
But
I
you do
did
stacks,
learn
right? You play
stupid rules.
stacks.
Ooh, I'm trying to remember.
Like okay, I got you. So if it's a 6 down, right, a blue 6, you could put down a red 6 and a green 6 if you got them both in your hand. You can put down both those 6s on top of that blue 6, right? You can stack those,
Okay.
right?
Oh, if you have two, you can put. If
You have a
two
green,
sixes
you have
in
a
your car,
red six.
I've
yeah,
done
and them
that.
go boom,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah.
You
I've
can
done
just
that.
you can just put them down together. You gotta go boom boom. You can just put them down together.
Yeah.
Oh, this happens in. There's another game that this is an issue in, a card game. It's not Egyptian. It's something else.
It's a game that's lesser known, so stay on.
Sorry,
Yeah.
but yeah, I get the rule.
Once you said Egyptian, I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Egyptian
Oh,
Rat
you know-
Screw.
yeah, Egyptian Rat Screw.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
the
I
fuck
know
that
Egyptian
is.
Rat Screw.
I played more Egyptian Rat Screw than any other game.
It's a
probably.
card
Oh,
game?
interesting.
Yeah.
Y'all don't play spades though.
No.
Cultural differences. I'm just saying we
Yeah,
got different games
absolutely.
we play.
Yeah.
So we
Hey,
play
you-
games differently.
Speaking of rules, though, recently, I feel like Scrabble has been completely ruined by Words with Friends. People used to play Scrabble in a really fun, word-friendly way, and now people put fucking tiles in the corner, and they're like, XI is a word. ZE is a word,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're like, what? Now I can't spell anything off of this bullshit, and we just have words like HIAI, and you're like, oh, that's a word. I guess QI is a word now. Fuck that shit. Can we just play like a crossword puzzle, like it was intended? It's a play along crossword puzzle. It's not this fucking.
You play Scrabble a lot?
I like Scrabble. I'm surprised you're
That's
not
all
a
I took
Scrabble
away
guy.
from this. Was like, what is this motherfucker?
I thought you would be a
getting
Scrabble guy,
done?
to be honest.
I actually used to play Scrabble with my
Yeah.
mom,
Yeah.
but then I moved out of her house. Now I don't play Scrabble.
But you played text twist.
Yeah, but no friends want to play Scrabble. It's not like a
That's
big group
fair.
of my friends gonna be like, "Hey, nigga, let's get together."
Oh, that's a universal problem.
Let's
And
motherfucking
I'm one of
play
them now
Scrabble.
because everybody plays like fucking words with
Oh, you
friends.
a real one.
Bullshit.
If you have a game night, you have reached a certain level of is it adultness?
Yeah.
Ain't adultery.
Adulthood.
It's
Adulthood.
adulthood.
Yeah.
Adult-
Adultery.
You reached a new level of adulthood. If your idea of a game night is getting your friends together and playing Scrabble, motherfucker, that is the most adult shit I've ever heard in my
With
entire
some
life.
wine.
Some wine?
Yeah,
And you
wine
play
and
Scrabble
Scrabble
with
for
your
sure.
friends, fam?
That's a family activity of mine for sure.
A family activity is a
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying my mom used to play a lot of weird games. She played Scrabble. She played Perquacky. What the
I've
fuck
never
is
heard
that?
of that
What
one.
the
Get
fuck
outta
is
here.
that? I swear to
If
God.
that's not a fake ass game name,
Balderdash?
Fam, I am
If-
not making that.
if
John,
you didn't say that so
John,
confidently,
John, please
Perquacky.
fucking fact check Perquacky, fam. My mama used to find them. I played backgammon. Did y'all play backgammon?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
backgammon was something I went, what the fuck is backgammon later in
Boggle?
life? I like Boggle.
That sounds like
Perquacky
Filipino.
though, fam.
That's fake.
Okay. No, it's real.
It's really shit.
It's with, there's some
I
dice
know it's
here. Let's
real.
see. Perquacky is a word game played with dice, produced by Cardinal Industries.
Yeah, that company is folded a long time ago.
We should have a wine and weed game.
Game.
Oh,
we should make a game. That should be
Oh.
our
We should
first
make a
merch.
game.
Also, we both like games.
Game.
We could have a combo about games.
We really
Maybe
could.
not right now.
We
but
love games.
I'm a game
night
person as
guy.
well. I may not be a crazy sports guy, but I love games, and I like playing sports. I like playing along,
Yeah.
but games are
But
great.
games are fun. I'm a taboo guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm
Oh,
a big
love
I'm a
Taboo.
big
Yeah.
heads up guy.
Me too.
You
yeah.
can pull it out anywhere.
Yeah.
I was playing heads up recently with. Was I in church? What was I? I was somewhere I should
Yeah.
not be playing heads up, and I was with people, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's just
Yeah.
play heads up," and it worked out. I think I was on a plane.
No, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
If you got a group of people on a plane
Dude,
that you didn't know walking
me.
on,
Yeah.
I
You know
I
me,
would
Chris.
100% believe that
Yeah,
you could
know
do
me.
it.
Yeah. I think it was on a plane where I was just like, fuck it. I think I ended up getting people to just agree to like, hey, let's play heads up. And act it out just becomes that much more clear that you should play act it out because you can't yell on the plane. You don't want to be that person.
Right.
So they're like, okay, let's act it out. And you got to just do it. I'm like,
There's still one
Yeah.
person
I think-
yelling.
I do it
I also
online.
imagine
one
them
person
on
talking.
the mic.
yeah, you don't have to yell. How good are your heads up? We got a minute?
We played heads. We played heads up.
No, I'm saying we have a minute. It's only a minute. We got a minute, right?
You want to do a quick heads
Let's
up?
play a quick game of heads up.
Okay, dang. Is this a podcast friendly format?
I think it is. So
All right,
And
you
from
guys are gonna
there-
have a ton of fun. If you're driving in your car right now,
let's do. You want to do superheroes, right?
we're gonna see how we do it one game. I do
I'm
not.
joking.
I don't do 90s.
The person
trivia.
that just said he never saw any Marvel movie. No
Um,
supervision.
Let's do adult supervision.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
Let's
ready?
do it. Ready?
I want the sound on.
It's not a sorority girl. It's a
Fraternity boy. Frat boy.
Yep.
I don't hear the sound.
I have a push-up undergarment.
A push-up bra?
What? No, it's
A
another
sports
word
bra.
for it. No, it has cotton in it. It's
a padded bra.
yep. Jelly.
Jelly. KY jelly.
Yep. It's not cologne. It's
Perfume.
yep. She was in Baywatch. Tommy Lee and
Pamela Anderson.
yep. The Sex Positions book from India, I think.
I don't.
Pass.
No pass. I want that one though.
It's the cheapest type of tequila.
Or
Blanco? It's not the cheapest. It's like
Silver?
it's a man's name.
Oh, Don Julio.
No,
Almost.
it's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
It's not Juan. It's
tequila.
Jose
Cuervo.
Cuervo.
Yeah, you
got
basically got it.
You got it.
No,
I think that last
it.
one,
That
guys.
was good.
We did pretty good. I got Kama Sutra.
Kama Sutra.
Yeah,
And I
Kama
knew
Sutra.
it too. After, we should create a game. We should definitely create a game.
Yeah, we should
And-
create a game
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
not
line
into selling stuff to people, but I do like games, and I hope you guys do too. If you watch,
because we're coming out with a game now.
let's get into some real shit now.
Yeah, some real shit. So this week, Facebook banned specific creators. What do you call them? Specific personalities,
Accounts.
verified personalities, accounts.
I think that's.
Do you have an article on it, John?
Facebook is banning several prominent figures it regards as dangerous individuals. The social network accused Alex Jones, host of right-wing conspiracy website InfoWars, its UK editor Paul Joseph Watson, and ex-Breitbart News editor Milo, Yiannopoulos.
It's pronounced Yapanapi Yalabihapanis.
Perfect.
Is it really?
Yiannopoulos.
There's
Of
no
hate
way.
speech.
He's lying. Chris is
Louis,
lying.
no, he's
Milo
yeah.
Yapa
Louis Farrakhan,
Alright.
the Nation of Islam leader who has expressed anti-Semitic views, will also be excluded. Facebook has already banned anti-Islamic UK groups like Britain First.
So you're saying that they ban them because they violate some rules, and they say they always have banned them.
Yeah. Who promote or engage in violence and hate regardless of ideology.
Okay, then my question is, first, if they say they've always done that, how long has each account been active?
Right.
A long time. They haven't always done that.
Yeah.
But they're saying it's now come to light that
That's
these
just
people
my
promote
first
violence and hate.
question.
And I'm sure there are many other accounts that promote violence and hate that have not been banned.
It's like, I hate Mondays. That's a page you liked back then.
That does
Yeah.
promote hate against.
What if they really been? I hate Mondays.
Also,
Like,
what
hey.
if somebody put "I hate Mondays" as much of a threat to society as Alex Jones? So, what's your take on this, Sterling?
My take on this. Number one, let's start with I don't agree. And you can be mad at me at home. I don't agree with banning the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan from Facebook or Instagram. It's both, right? It's
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
It's all of them. Yeah.
Oh,
It's Facebook and Instagram. And I will be the first to say I do not agree with everything, all of Louis Farrakhan's views. That is not my beliefs. I am not a member of the Nation of Islam. I do respect them thoroughly. I have a lot of family now in the nation, and I respect what they stand for and how long they've stood for within, our community, the black community. But with that being said, I don't think Louis Farrakhan is the same as the others. Like me and Chris talked about this off camera. I think that Louis Farrakhan has said some questionable things in his time, whatever in his time. But I also think that Louis Farrakhan, at least when we were doing our research and looking for it more recently, we can't find things in the last whatever years still saying some of his beliefs that he may have been saying some years back.
but it's also not taking back his beliefs.
No, it's not taking back. It's definitely not taking back.
He's
his
definitely
beliefs.
a firebrand.
He's
Like
def-
all five of these people are firebrands, and
he's definitely not taking back his beliefs. But Alex Jones is preaching every day he can.
just things that are just straight up false. And
hate.
But I don't know. I don't really want to fall on the side.
No, fall on it.
I just want to make sure I'm not falling on the side of like, oh yeah, Louis Farrakhan shouldn't be banned, because I think that he also I get that he promotes hate. I think that does happen.
I don't think he promotes hate.
Maybe he doesn't always intend to promote hate, but I think the way that he says things, and if you read it, it's interesting. I'm a little bit.
We're watching what Alex Jones is doing. You continue to bring me these quotes, and I'm not saying they're fake. I'm not saying they're not true. I'm saying
he says things that maybe he means it in one way, but the people that he's speaking to, you have to think about everybody. You have to think about the people that get fired up and just go like, yeah. And there's a total reaction that some idiot might go, yeah, fuck the Jews from what he's saying. He makes people go, yeah, fuck the Jews. And that's anti-Semitic.
He doesn't make people go.
He goes, the Jews have always owned this and blah, blah. It sounds like fuck the Jews.
Oh, when he said that, what?
And maybe you're saying that he's just
30 years ago? Tell me about some shit Alex Jones is doing today. You're banning somebody off some shit that he said 30 years ago?
I feel like recently, my research isn't like,
again,
I'm not extremely far.
I
look at the southern part, the southern.
I watched you research a little bit.
Yeah.
And you couldn't find anything in recent years with him saying
a few quotes that were like, yeah, these sound fucking anti-Semitic.
I'm not against anyone. I don't hate anyone. But again, we have these conversations.
But you can twist it to say it's not anti-Semitic. Sorry, the same way that people twist what Trump said at Charlottesville isn't anti-Semitic. But I think both of them are anti-Semitic.
Again.
Sorry, just want to throw that in.
Again, I'm not standing for again the things Louis Farrakhan has said, but I am saying that again he has not said these things in recent years. Let's start with that. You're bringing me quotes or a video from fucking the 70s and the 80s. Like we're talking about shit that Alex Jones is preaching and pushing today as we speak. Also, Louis Farrakhan, most of the reason that white America has never agreed with him. But he's
still that.
Wait. The reason that white America has never agreed with Louis Farrakhan is because he doesn't agree with what the fuck they do, and they don't like that he tells their truths, and they hate the fact that he tells the black community a lot of their truths because they've been able to trick and control the minds of the black American here in America and make us believe what they want us to believe from the media and everything else that surrounds this country. So the fact that he does his own research, he has basically his own fucking government within his own shit. If you know about the nation, then he got his own shit.
Yeah.
Basically. No, he got his own shit.
Okay.
So
well, that kind of there's so many thoughts I have on this guy.
So I don't like the fact that they're bunching him, and I think the only reason they're bunching him is because they didn't want to come across the board as being like, we banned 7 white guys.
I 100% agree with you there.
They were like, we gotta find one Negro.
Yeah, no, 100%. They were like,
we could be like, that nigga be tripping.
Yeah, who else?
And they were like, Louis Farrakhan ain't. Yeah.
I actually think he might kind of like it being in the conversation.
Nah, you don't know the honorable. Don't
well, that's what he.
You don't know the honorable like
well,
that.
he has a speech going. The more they ban me from things, like I'm winning because you're talking about.
They're covering it. Louis always speak.
I've seen speeches from him where I'm like, I get that, but here he's
a smart man. He's a smart man. Like he.
I'm not saying everything he says is bad because I think that at the core of his message, there's an effort to be about love and success and building each other up, and that's cool. But I also think from what I see, and I'm not deep in this community.
It's this though. It's also the fear. You got to think about different communities, right? Think about the white community. White community sticks together.
I don't know about.
Wait, somewhat. Not on.
I don't feel like we have a white community. Are you saying like
America.
The racist white community?
It's America. No, but also like.
But I don't have a kinship with someone just because I'm white.
Cool, I get that. Cool. Hispanic community or Mexican community, cool, same thing. Filipino community, same thing. They'll stick together. Our community, since it's in our culture, and the culture of the slave in America to be separated, to be broken apart, to segregate us, even within our own community. So when you think about the slaves, they made sure they separated us. So the ones that didn't speak, put this one by this one, that don't speak the same language, I don't want them speaking together because they strengthen, because then they can escape. Then they can figure out a way to rebel against us. So I can't put them together. So our community has a history of of actually being segregated within our own communities. So we have a history of fighting within each other because it's one of the first things that was taught to us here.
Not to build a community.
Was to not build a community. Don't put them together. They're stronger.
Right.
So the fact that Louis Farrakhan speaks strength from our community, and he has so many black people that he speaks to that listen, and he wants to build up our community, the white America understands that's scary. Because they've understood it since the day we got here.
It is. I mean, I think
we don't
I
want
get.
that. We don't want
I get the approach that like Malcolm X took of like we have to fight in order to do this. But you're right. I think you do like make more friends with the Martin Luther King approach of like, let's all work together. But because you're also now putting all white people together, and then fucking stupid white people are going to go, I guess we are together. No, white people. No, I'm not, and then they're going to be racist white people.
I'm not mad at you for saying that. I'm saying like
it's not encouraging working together. It's encouraging.
Yeah, but this is the problem. We've never wanted to work against you.
But it feels like the way Louis Farrakhan sets it up.
But listen. Because you're speaking about Louis Farrakhan, I speak about the history.
I'm just talking about Louis Farrakhan.
But we've never.
I'm not talking about everybody and people.
I'm saying, but we've never wanted to work against white America. White America has always looked at us as a threat. So, as much as we are like, hey, black people, like on some real shit. I'm not even. This may sound ignorant. Black people are some of the most fucking cool, chill people. Like, when we meet motherfuckers, like, we are cool to everybody. We don't, like, white dude, come over here. We ain't gonna just beat you up. We gonna be like, oh, white boy, what you doing over here? What's good, homie? This. But the media and everybody else tells you we're scary. They tell you that we're this thing that we're not. And when you know from your fucking life you've lived and been around different black people, different walks of life, we some of the coolest motherfuckers and chillest people that we just be like, yo, what? So, for me, it's like we've never wanted to work against white America. White America dealt us those cards to now have to work against you in order to actually get equality. We've had to struggle and fight to try to get to a place. So you got to understand when you hear.
But wait,
you got to understand.
Guy.
Wait, I got you. You got to understand what you're saying, like a Martin Luther King and making friends. I get it. I get why you would want that. I get why you think that works. But
I also understand the other approach in those days.
If we continue to do that, what's the definition of stupidity? Is to continue the same thing over and over and expect different results.
Insanity.
We've done. Thank you. We've done that. We've done that time after time after time. Is to be like, all right, we trying to be cool, or we were trying to be cool, and it never works in our advantage. So you have to understand a Malcolm X or a Louis Farrakhan that says, you know what? Martin Luther King said, if they hit you, turn the other cheek. I only have two cheeks. But understand that much.
I understand. I actually think that like movement was important for everyone to see. But I think Martin Luther King like was embraced for a reason. And I also think that in this day and time, I don't think you need to be going, the Jews have always done this. If you look at like Jay-Z.
This day and time, but you didn't show me any quotes from recently.
You're right. I took a show you a quote from 2006.
No, that was from 93.
One of them was from 2006.
I ain't see that one, homie.
It's in there.
Fact check it. I don't know if he telling the truth.
He says, but it was actually difficult because you texted me in the middle of the week about this.
Yeah.
And I did like 10 minutes of research, but it was hard to find right off the bat. Where it wasn't in context where you could justify it. Like if you listen to some Jay-Z, he talks about like Jews owning things and how we should aspire to be that type of community that supports each other and rises like the Jews did. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it kind of sounds like the Jews run the world or whatever, but it's also kind of like respect. We should do that too. And sometimes you can interpret Louis Farrakhan's quotes to be like that, but oftentimes I think they will inspire anti-Semitism, even if you don't think they're anti-Semitic because of your interpretation of them. Similarly, that you might say of Trump, like technically it's not anti-Semitic, but you're saying there are good people on both sides, and that is supporting the wrong side. And it's very, very Trump Farrakhan.
It's also we live in a very sensitive time because No, wait,
was
let-
promoting
let-
hate.
Let me just speak.
And that's what the terms
No,
of service
I'm-
are, right?
No, I wasn't talking about that, so I don't want you to take me out of
Sorry,
context.
sorry.
I'm saying we live in a very sensitive time where Jay-Z saying that before, if Jay-Z said it in 96, if Jay-Z said it in 2003, we probably would just hit you with like a, Jews do kind of run the world. Jews do this or do this. Jewish people are good at this and they do this. And we live in a very sensitive time now where if you admit something like that or if you speak a truth, so to speak, people get mad. And they say you're stereotyping people or you're being racist or you're doing this. And you're like, no, I'm not. It's like, yo, okay, you want to talk with this podcast?
But aren't you
it's
hearing what you
let
wanna
me-
hear?
Wait, real quick. It's like saying like, oh, black people good at basketball. Well, statistically speaking, nigga, we are. Let's look on TV. We're kind of killing it. I get why that you can consider that racist or you place
Right.
stereotypes on someone, but also we're killing it. Check us out. So if Jews,
So if I made a speech that was like, the blacks are good at basketball, we gotta be better at basketball.
you should still
That's
word your
not
shit
kinda
correctly.
racist?
You need to get your writing fucking. Whoever's writing your speech.
That's
kind of
what I'm saying about Farrakhan. Is like at the core of it, it's kind of anti-Semitic, but he does like skate this line where you're like, well, he could not exactly be saying that, but there's gonna be somebody in the crowd that walks home and goes like, yes, I'm more of a Nazi because I listened to this guy. Not
No.
more of a Nazi, but more of an anti-Semitic like outlook on the world.
No, I mean, I look again as someone that has
Like I'm gonna meet a Jew
Has,
and I'm gonna think that about it.
the nation, uncles, cousins, grandfather. Maybe I'm a little biased. Maybe I understand more because I know those people. So I know people, members of the nation, and I know how pure-hearted they are. I know that they really just want better for the black community. It's not necessarily at times them hating anyone else, but also we have to be real.
Hey,
Like I said to you this before. I said, what happens is this. White America, okay, let me dive into this. I don't think I actually said this on the podcast. Let me say it real quick. Look at the black African Americans' relationship with white America, right? We're in a relationship. Look at ourselves in a relationship. And you're speaking about me and you're saying that, maybe I didn't, I don't know. We'll figure it out on this podcast. But you're speaking about me and you're saying that you're being sensitive. Black people are overly sensitive for this reason, or this, or that. But what the one thing we're not talking about is simply accountability. Accountability. And it's white America holding themselves accountable. And it's like being with a girlfriend and being like, oh, she's getting on my nerves. She's insecure about this, that, and the third. Ask yourself, did you help with that insecurity? Ask yourself, did you plant that seed, nurture it, and grow it, and now it's this big form of insecurity, and now you're complaining about it? White America continues to complain about the seed they planted, the thing they did, and they keep being like, oh, well, why are you guys mad at us? Why is it hate the whitey for this? I'm not saying I agree with that. I don't think hate whitey. I don't think hate Jews. I don't think hate anyone.
No, you
But
see
why
it
are
happens.
you not fucking accepting accountability and saying, let me repair your insecurity?
But I'll bite. Then if you're in a relationship though, the end goal is for you to like love each other. And it feels like
To get married, right?
Farrakhan isn't always promoting you loving each other.
You broke Farrakhan's,
He's promoting.
but Chris,
I'm the you know
broke
people in
Farrakhan's heart.
relationships who are
You
like,
broke
I'm at
Farrakhan's
war
heart.
with you.
You broke Farrakhan's
Well, then
heart.
we should. Well,
Then do
what
your
do you want to
fucking
get
job.
divorced?
Fuck you, Chris.
You
No.
know, we can't get divorced, so let's love each other.
No, it's also like, yeah, we can love
Also,
you.
I wasn't here for that part of the relationship.
Oh, here we go. No, I get you. Yeah, let's love each other. I'm all for love. I'm straight up. Since I was introduced to weed, nigga, I am Farrakhan should smoke a joint. But I'm all for love. But at the end of the day, you still have to be okay with saying, you know what? If I have to, let me tell you something. If I made my girlfriend feel insecure about anything, right? I did something, I flirted, I did blah, blah, blah. Some shit I shouldn't have done. I understand it's now my job to fix that insecurity. So because I fucked up, I text somebody I shouldn't have texted. I brought up something I shouldn't have brought up. Now, if I normally go out 3 times a week, I got to cut it down to 1. I got to let you know I'm here wholeheartedly. I got to let you know that I'm only here for me and you. And white America has never accepted that fucking responsibility for their relation. And that's the problem with black America is they look at y'all and they like, y'all niggas don't even care about this relationship.
Look,
I'm steadily trying, fam,
look,
to fall in love
look,
and make this work, and you don't
Miss
care.
America, Miss Teen USA.
Oh, that's your problem right
and
there.
Miss USA are all African American this year. So
Yeah.
look, we're trying our best.
You just said to me, I came to Christmas. And I didn't say nothing crazy. You should shut the fuck up. Oh, shit.
I feel like Barack Obama is the Christmas. If I was like, but Obama.
That's Christmas.
Yeah, I'd be like, look,
Shit.
you sent me one birthday card.
And I feel like black people are like, yeah, that was a good Christmas. But like,
Pretty dope Christmas, though.
no, that was a dope Christmas. That was
But
a
then the
dope-ass
next Christmas was on fire.
the next Christmas was crazy.
The next Christmas was the worst Christmas of our goddamn relationship.
Yeah.
Probably not the worst Christmas, but the worst in many. Yeah, I don't know. I guess
No,
there's been
the
some
wor-
bad Christmas.
The worst Christmas of while we were living, our parents told us about worst Christmases. But while we're living, this is the worst Christmas we've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
My
Trump-
dad was like, I grew up in the projects and my mom couldn't afford to give me anything. I'm like, that's a bad Christmas. And then my dad was like, you don't get nothing. But I knew we could afford it. That's not as shitty of a Christmas as like living in the projects and not being.
I don't even know where this metaphor lives anymore.
So what I'm saying is this. Our parents experienced different presidents that were shitty. But while we're here, this is the shittiest we've got. Are we good now on the metaphor?
No. I'm trying to bring it back to Louis Farrakhan, and I'm also trying to bring it back to Facebook because it's really a question at this point about providing this person a platform. And a lot of this hate, a lot of these shootings, a lot of this white supremacy that spread, we've seen over and over again. The New Zealand shooter, a bunch of these like 50 terrorist attacks that were from white supremacists this year. A lot of this spread because of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to this conversation, and what we ended at, I said, let's talk about it on the podcast because you said, should any of them be banned?
Yeah, I said, if we're going to stand by the Constitution, because Americans love to stand by the Constitution. If that's not the fucking number one thing on America's list, is like the Constitution.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm always like, yeah, that shit.
Second Amendment, baby.
That shit could use some updating, but okay. But America loves to stand by the Constitution. So if we're going to stand by the Constitution, then no, none of them should be banned. They're all exercising their rights, which is freedom of speech. They're all saying what they want to say. And just as anything, you have people that
they're promoting this hate and they're promoting this radicalization.
There are people that
so
follow.
Should we stand against it?
Certain YouTubers that do stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, should we be allowing this? Well, you know what? They're exercising their rights, so we're good.
Are you saying it's a slippery slope? Like if we start banning these people, we have to ban everybody?
I'm saying that
I can get behind slippery slopes. I hate people in groups.
I'm saying that not only our generation, from the time we've been here, no one's ever satisfied. So if we ban these guys, Jake Paul, no, you're up next.
Just
Logan, I'm sorry, which
being
one was
dumb.
the dead person?
Logan
Paul.
They're both
Logan.
bannable.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're both bannable. It's the funniest thing I've heard in a while. They're both bannable. Oh,
I
shit.
like just being able to be like, I'm
Oh,
going to
shit.
ban anyone I don't like.
Yeah, I feel like people would just start banning.
But those guys are not promoting hate. Those two guys are not promoting hate.
No, they're not.
They're actually promoting positivity if you really look at their core. Because Logan posts about motivation and he's about just being you.
No, yeah, it's a slippery slope.
I actually
though.
kind of like that is the core of their, like, we go crazy, but we're about being you. And I'm always kind of like, nice guys. Like if Alex Jones was like, I know I can I promote conspiracy theories that aren't true, but it's about being you and whatever crazy shit you believe.
Because you know what? Some people out there need a fucking good conspiracy theory. Like I'll say,
Oh my God.
no.
We're going to make Alex Jones into a motivational speaker.
No,
I'll
I'm
do
not.
it.
They need
I'm
something
not-
to believe in.
I'm not gonna do that, but I will say some people like we were talking about.
Oh,
shit.
you know, I mean,
Mental health?
no, I think he's a scam artist.
Yeah,
And
Well,
maybe
Chris
he
brought
really
up-
does believe this shit.
Okay, so I'm from Chicago, right? If y'all don't know that, fam, the home of scammers.
Scammers.
Chicago is the home of scammers.
The premise for this is that I was saying that we idolize scammers nowadays. The president is a scammer. Billy McFarland, we're infatuated with what he did with Fire Festival. And like Roger Stone, people love the scam. We're interested in it, even if we think it's bad. We're promoting it. And you were like,
Do people want to be scammed?
I don't fucking know. I didn't think so.
Yeah, because
Should
like
we scam people? You guys should buy our game.
that's not a scam. It'd be a
That's
good
not
game.
a scam.
It'd be a
I
good
swear
game.
to God, it's going to be a good game.
But I'm just saying, like, do people want to believe in shit? Like, do you ever hear about those QVC things? And South Park did a whole episode about it. QVC things, or like your grandparents buying into some shit on TV that you're like, you wouldn't buy into it. But your grandparents need something. They need something in that moment
to believe
They
it.
need something to believe in. So they want to believe in the fucking scrub daddy. So they're like, the scrub daddy is it for me. I'm going to order the new scrub daddy. And this is something that's going to change my life. It's going to make me so happy. I can't wait for that new Amazon to bring me that scrub daddy. So they bring you scrub daddy and your grandparents are so happy. We look at that and we're like, the fucking scrub daddy's just a regular sponge. It's just, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not dissing scrub daddy.
First of
I'm
all,
just-
Scrub Daddy
I'm
is not just
I'm
a
not
regular
dissing the
sponge.
scrub daddy. I'm just saying that, like, we look
My
at that.
equivalent in my family would be the casino.
Okay, the casino.
Because that's a fucking scam, and
See?
that's the thing
You
old
think
people
it's
in
a
my
scam.
family.
Why is that a scam? I've made money in the casino.
No, my for old people, my
Oh, bingo?
I've had people in my family that have just gone to the casino and just kept on putting money in slot machines
Yeah,
because
why
it's an
not?
addicted scam.
That's my life, man.
You know?
I grew up in Las Vegas basically because of my parents' gambling addiction.
Really?
Yeah, but
Really?
Which is the ultimate scam.
absolutely. Interestingly enough that you say that, my dad would get calls from people who work at the casinos that he goes to, and they're like, "Hey, man, you should probably come. It's gonna hit pretty soon."
Well,
And he'll be
hey,
like,
yeah.
"All right, family,
you-
we're going to
would
the
you-
Vegas." Like,
Yeah.
would you say your dad, if you had to look at him as a business or your mom as a business,
right?
are they in the red or are they doing?
No, they play smart.
They
You know,
okay,
yeah.
so then fuck it, ain't a scam. They win
No,
it.
they're winning because
They
but
win it.
they
They're
know the
playing-
scam.
What are they play?
My dad
they
does video
know
poker.
the
My
scam.
dad does video poker. My mom is a slots person.
Oh, but it is machines.
It's machines.
Which sounds like a scam.
Yeah, that's why like I said, he would have.
You mean
people,
overall in their gambling life, they have came up more than
Yeah.
they came down?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
He gets comps.
You don't hear these stories.
Yeah.
very
Don't hear these
often.
stories. I'll tell you
I've
this much.
actually never heard this
I'll tell you
story.
this much. I'm not. I just talked about
Because people get
gambling.
addicted to gambling.
yeah, absolutely.
I just talked about gambling.
Yeah.
Like a couple days ago. I'm not a gambler. I am a bitch. I am afraid to lose anything. I will gamble, but it's weirdly for a mental. It's my version of like abyss. Like it's my version of like truly being in like. It's nirvana for me. Blackjack,
Oh,
just
yeah.
sitting there and relaxing and having fun with these weird I swear to God, it's the most peaceful thing
Yeah.
I've ever done in my entire
If you
life.
can limit yourself, it's so
I don't
much fun.
ever spend any money.
Either do
So
I.
only play two
I'm
different
pretty
ways.
good at limiting myself, but I think it's really fun to gamble.
I play two different ways.
But I don't like video.
So we
shit.
come into town.
Yeah,
get
it's,
that.
I
and
find
we,
it boring.
We come into town and they give us house money. If you guys don't know what house money is, I'm about to get you some Hollywood shit. They'll give us $10,000, right? They'll hit us with like a chip that's $10,000. And they'll tell you, you can play this chip once. So you play that chip, and let's just say you hit. You stay at 20, dealer fucking bust or whatever happens, and now your chip becomes $20,000. But it's not one chip anymore. You have money now. So you can give this money out to your friends. You can all go and play now with cash.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But
Wait. Or I go to the.
that dream
wait,
is what gets people to start believing in
finish.
gambling.
That's one way. The other way is I go to the fucking casino and I take out $200. I'm like, I'm not playing more than $200. This is as much as I'm gonna play, and I'll play blackjack. I'll win 200, and that 200 goes in my pocket.
Yeah, I do that
Now,
same exact
I'm just
thing.
going with this 200. That's not even a thing anymore.
It's so dope when you win right off the bat.
Yeah.
But have you ever fucking walked in and then you lose right off the bat?
I never lose, Chris.
Shut the fuck up. But why do we love scam artists right now? Why? And is Alex Jones obviously is just a scam artist?
What if he's
Why-
not a scam artist? What if he
You were
truly
also talking
believes?
about how in Chicago people are scammed.
Well, people are scam artists in Chicago. So I remember my sister having a boyfriend. I don't know. I don't fucking know his name, so he's safe. But I remember her having a boyfriend.
No,
that
name names.
He used to do fucking check scams when I was a kid. When I was like 15, 14. He would do check scams, and he would have checks with other people's accounts on them, and he would write these checks, and you fucking have money. He had money, so we would go shop at Macy's because that was the highest you could go in our head at the time. So that transitioned from checks to the whole Chicago being credit card scammers. And you know that's what Designer Song is about. I got cars in Atlanta.
You're nodding?
cause
I
is
had
scam.
no idea that's
Panda.
what
I could
it was about.
understand that
now,
song.
I'll even go a little deeper for you. When you go into
Whoa.
when you went to jewelry shops around that time, jewelry shops.
Sorry,
or-
the lyric is I got cars in Atlanta?
yeah.
Okay, never mind. I
got bras in Atlanta. I got bras in Atlanta.
I thought it was bras.
Credit cards with the scammers. And he said something like that, some
Wow.
shit like that. Hey, Designer,
Panda.
I don't.
Nobody knows.
Designer
what you're really
is
saying in
fine.
that
Nobody
song,
knows what the fuck you saying, but you know I'm.
Yeah, but I got you look like a panda.
I got the melody though, so we good. But no. So when you were going to jewelry stores or anywhere like that you were spending real money at the time, that scammers would be, they would just say panda panda. When it was a fake card, when they would know it was a fake card, they'd be like panda panda.
What?
Yeah, fam, I'll teach you about whole scamming world. So my scammer homies, right?
Why panda?
Because that's the song. They knew that meant
Oh,
that
Oh,
person.
so that song created that. I thought
Yeah,
that's why he
yeah, I thought
created
it
Nah,
was
the
the
nah,
verse.
that was the logo. That was the lingo for like.
What is it? I don't get it. I don't even know what a credit card scammer does.
Oh, I got you, fam. I'll get all into this shit.
Oh shit.
So okay, so
Kinda
credit card
suspicious.
scammers, you read the barcode. I mean, you read the fucking the strip on the back. That's all you read.
Okay.
It's all that's read when you buy something. That's the reason the chip was developed, was because people were able to do the barcode. I mean, the strip on the back so easy that people were scamming.
What do you mean do the strip on the back? I don't know what any of this means.
So you know the strip on the back of your credit card.
Yeah.
That little strip. You know the strip, right?
Of course. Yeah, no, I understand
They
that.
can create that. So you could do the coding and all that stuff. You could find someone that could do that, create that in your strip, and that tells you how much money you have on.
And so you just like code it?
Yeah. So you basically just like but you could put whatever you want. If you got the proper program, they start selling programs, legal programs, all that shit. If you have the right program,
And you
could-
put a blank card
you
in
could put a blank,
and
bruh. Let me tell you, blank card. You could go to Blockbusters and get a fucking gift card.
I can go to
And you
Blockbuster?
could, and you could recode that strip basically. So you could put 30 racks on a Blockbuster card, go into motherfucking Macy's with an actual Blockbuster card, swipe your Blockbuster card, and watch you leave with a whole bunch of bags of clothes. So the homies used to always get the different gift cards, like gas cards, everything. Restrip them, have 30 racks on it, have 40 racks on it, have 50 racks. And to be honest with you, I hate scammers. I hate scammers because I hate working hard. and
Where does
watching
the
these
money
niggas.
come from? It comes from
It comes
nowhere
from
at
all
all.
different accounts. No, so you can find
Oh.
old motherfuckers that's about to
So you're
die.
also stealing people's identity.
You still need identity, yes, 100%. But also on top of this though, look, all you gotta do is report it to your motherfucking. So the only person that loses big business anyway.
You're saying all you gotta do is report it to your bank and they refund it.
so a lot of
that's
people
your
will
way of
find people that be
justifying
like,
it?
I could.
As a credit card
I could-
scammer, Sterling Brim,
so they could be like, I could flip.
we
your,
got him.
So Chris, they could be like,
Say-
I could flip your money, right? Let's say you only got 3,000 in your account. I can get you 10,000 by tomorrow. How? I'm gonna fucking run up credit on your card. 10,000 in credit. You simply write back and say, I didn't spend this. So now I done bought $10,000 worth in product for you and stuff that you can flip. and I can get you that money back. I can sell this stuff. I can do whatever I can do to move it. I can get you the 10 racks back. I'll take 5 racks off that. Now you made $5,000. You ain't do shit.
Should we stop recording? Because I'm in.
Nah. But look, that's how scammers. That's how they think though. Like they think like, okay, cool. Also, they can find old motherfuckers that's about to die anyway, and they'll run their shit up because they know they don't care. Again, all that person does is call. So you find people either that you know, or you find people that you don't know used to their identity, and they gonna just call and say, I didn't do this. And guess what? You're hurting the bank. The bank ends up giving you $10,000 back. But also, the bank steals money from you anyway. So that's how they justify this. They tell themselves, well, banks make so much on overdraft fees of people that don't have money anyway. They make like billions and billions each year of overdraft fees. So me taking $10,000, $20,000.
You're Robin Hood.
If I take two,
You're fucking Robin
Hood in their minds, in the hood.
So I'm fascinated by this story.
This has been Credit Card Skimming 101 from Stilo Brim.
No, but I think it's wrong. But I'm fascinated by this story, and I'm wondering why we're so fascinated with scam artists. And I'm wondering if our fascination with scam artists makes it an American value. That we should be more like Trump.
But
and
who do
even
you feel like?
If we don't have the qualifications, we should fake it till we make it in the most fraudulent way possible.
Question. So
because that's our values now.
Since I like to ask you lists, can you go down a list of 5 of the most famous scam artists in your opinion? Because there's a nigga on my block in the West Side that's killing all these niggas. So
he's the biggest scam artist of all
biggest
time.
scam artist.
I mean, I think the people who make pyramid schemes are scam artists.
So
here's the thing about pyramid schemes, though. They work.
Yeah,
and that's why you guys should go to my
seminar.
You good?
Multi-level marketing.
I mean, I don't know.
Scam artists.
Why?
Man,
who you want to talk about? I think a lot of people are scam artists nowadays.
Scam artists. Let's go. You go.
But you're asking for the biggest of all time, and while I think Tony Robbins is a scam artist, I'm not gonna say he's the biggest of all time.
You think Tony Robbins is a scam artist?
I don't know if he's a scam artist because he's selling what people want to hear. But then
I feel like again this boils down to something that you truly don't like or need, and now you're saying
groups
it's a
of
scam.
people.
No, it's not even groups of people. It's more about people need hope, just like people need scams. People need hope. People need to believe in something. They need it. They fucking need it. So why not believe in what Tony Robbins is saying?
So in Greece, they used to have the way the theater festivals used to work, like the Festival of Dionysus. Everyone would gather together. They'd watch a play, and then they'd like sit there and they'd like cry and they'd reflect. And they're actually like tents around the theater, like around the Coliseum, where you could basically go talk to a therapist about the play you just saw.
That's dope.
Wow.
So it's like super like human to go, hey, let me get catharsis out of this performance. But my problem with it is back then I feel like we all knew what we were doing. We all knew that we were participating in a therapy session. And I don't know if people who participate in Tony Robbins like know that this is a form of theater.
He's preying on the weak.
Yes.
And
he's taking money from poor people. He's taking a lot of money from poor people.
Me and you have spoke about this before.
I also think he's a fantastic motivational speaker.
I think he's great. And I also think this, and I probably will delete this. I also think that if
his hands are huge.
No, that if life was to hit me with like a ton of bricks. Is that me now, Chris?
Yeah, I just asked.
You hate passing it. Oh, that's fine. Everyone ashes on the floor. I'm joking. But if life was to hit me like a ton of bricks and I just didn't have any money anymore, I feel like I'd be a fucking amazing motivational speaker.
You'd be the new wave of motivational
I
speakers.
swear to God.
No, you would be the greatest motivational speaker.
I swear to God, I'm so fucking
Sorry if
good.
I sound like I'm pumping Sterling up
Motivational
too much
speak.
this speech, but Sterling, you'd be like rags to riches. I'm like you could kill that game, but also you'd mean it.
I would mean
You'd
it.
have a hint of spirituality.
So how do we know Tony Robbins doesn't mean it?
You're right, and that it's about intention, right? Like it's about intention, and I maybe don't know if I think Louis Farrakhan's intentions are anti-Semitic, but I think that people may be affected and think they're anti-Semitic, and maybe I'm trying to tie this in just because we finished the joint.
Yeah, we're about
Is
to
that does that
And the
no
bottle, right?
no but and the bottle. I wanted to make it halfway through this. I was like, hey, the past couple weeks maybe we haven't really been true to our finish the joint, finish the wine motto, and I wanted to make sure we got one in.
And I felt like maybe we haven't been true to our talk about this real shit motto. And we did a good job today.
I hope we did. I'm interested
this
in
episode.
this conversation
I
about
like this
Louis
fucking
Farrakhan.
episode.
I'm interested in the idea of who should be banned and who has a voice and who deserves a voice.
But we-
and when can we start limiting
But
voices?
Did we already question then if Alex Jones is banned? I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. If Louis
Just
Farrakhan
fact.
is banned, same there, not disagreeing or agreeing. Then why is Donald Trump not banned?
This feels like whataboutism though. Like, what about this guy? Like, should no one be banned if this guy's not banned?
Well, then why are we banning those people?
Or do you also feel that way about like
You
some
can't say
fucking local
whataboutism.
group that has
No,
12
but you
people
can't
that
say
you're like, that's
no,
a hate
but
group?
you can't say whataboutism because why are you banning those people then? Like, why are they the ones? Why are they the only ones that you're holding accountable?
Should the N-word be banned from social media? Like
Should the N-word be banned
N-word
from
with a
social
hard
media?
R?
The N-word with a hard R?
Like if somebody on Facebook, if a moderator on Facebook sees somebody writing that word
With a
should
hard
they
R?
go,
With
fuck-
ER?
Yes.
Yes. Are you saying should they bleep it?
Should it say this comment should be taken down and this person should be looked at?
With a hard R?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't
white
see-
guy saying that
I
on,
don't know other
on
reason.
a page.
I don't know
aren't-
other reason to hit me with the hard R. So yeah.
It's not too late.
So what's your conclusion? Do you say that?
I say you
like
don't
when
ban
do
none
you
of these
censor? When
motherfuckers.
don't you censor?
I say you never
Is any
censor.
censorship
You never
a
censor.
slippery slope? But what about the N-word?
It's all
What about
slippery
the
slope.
N-word on Facebook when it's using a hateful content?
No, I mean R.
you don't want these groups growing.
Also-
That's how all this shit is happening.
I agree with you, Chris, but I also don't like conceal. I don't like conceal races either. So if you motherfucker, I don't.
Feels like a change of subject.
I swear to God. No, I'm saying like if you writing ER, I know I'm saying ban it, but I'm also like, nah, I want to see you. I want to know who you are.
Yeah.
I want to spot you out. I don't like the nigga that I don't like
Wow.
the old motto of the KKK.
What a
when
PLV.
when you can hide your face and go be a doctor for me the next day, and I don't know that you hate niggas. I want to know you hate niggas. I don't want you around me if you fucking hate. No, I'm good, fam. I'll figure it out without you. So like the Ku Klux Klan, that's some bitch shit. Take the mask off. He lit. I
So
love
the
it.
moderators
It's my dog.
of Facebook are depressed
Mm.
because that job sucks. They just have to weed through potentially hateful comments all day
That does
and
suck.
see how we treat one another.
They should get bonuses.
People should totally get bonuses.
They should get therapy
That's a
too. They should get
terrible
therapy.
job.
To have to read that shit at all times and be like I didn't even know that was possible.
Someone has that job.
Yeah, somebody's like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Is that offensive? Imagine all the new offenses they found out on a day-to-day basis. Where they're like, this shit is, I didn't even know you can say this.
That's what I'm saying. Hate is dangerous, and the weakest amongst us are going to
Imagine
be
being
haters.
the fucking supervisor of hate. Because there's a nigga in charge in that column too.
I also
And
kind of
that-
feel like every super hateful person has at least 3 accounts.
Oh, you think so?
I'm
Every super
really
hateful person and crazy bitch. You ever see somebody that's like an extreme hater or like a you ever see a super man? I might be high and drunk. You ever see a motherfucker that's like super racist, something online, but their social media like looks good? You ever like that's a good page though. They're totally speaking. He is taking good pictures.
Great. Actually, that's Donald Trump. Really. Sometimes you're like, wow, but honestly, great branding. You're like, but honestly, MAGA campaign was way better than anything we had.
I swear to God, I'm the first to say, I'm the first to admit and be real. Donald Trump's MAGA campaign is some of the best marketing that has happened.
oh
in the
man, it's a statement.
My God,
It sure is a fashion statement.
Oh, it's McDonald's. I'm fucking loving it. It is. It is some of the realest shit. Oh my God.
No celebrity endorsement other than him.
No.
Otherwise, everyone was like, "Nah, I'm good." Kanye.
No,
eventually.
there were other
Kanye.
celebrity endorsements.
Really, just Kanye.
Yeah. There were
no other celebrity wore that hat on their
wore
head.
the hat.
And we're
No,
like,
John Voight may have, but he doesn't get photographed enough.
Have you ever read the Amazon reviews on the hats?
Oh, what does it say?
They're crazy.
Are they bad quality hats?
No, yeah, some of them are like, I bought this for my daughter's 16th birthday, and you know what? It ripped on the first. Man, typical for Chinese products. Like, oh my god.
Wait, swear to God, are you making this?
I read this on
Wait, can
Amazon.
I ask a question that I did not know until this moment? Are these hats made in China? Are these Make America Great Again?
The Amazon
hats
ones,
made
I
in
think,
China?
are. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I don't have a fact off base, but I've heard that the Make America Great
The
Again
quality
are
of
made in
it?
China, which is also
Why
he's
doesn't-
such a scam artist.
why
and
doesn't
he he throws it in your face?
Why doesn't Yeezy do
and
the
it's
fucking
beautiful.
clothing print?
He has no shame. Like it's like that's what I'm saying. I respect the fuck out of that shameless marketing. He's just like, take this, sports fans, and everyone's like, yeah, and that's why I hate people in groups. And
Do you think Yeezy should do the clothing for Trump administration? Do you think Kanye should do the merch for Trump administration? Is my
Kellyanne
question.
Conway shows up wearing homeless
Do you
fucking
think
DeJour look?
that Donald Trump needs Kanye to step in and be his creative director? If that happens,
Oh my God.
that may be
Oh
some
my
of the
God.
greatest shit. Man, at this point, we're just living a fucking
What
movie.
if in the middle of the campaign he's like, I'm gonna add one position to my cabinet and it's gonna be creative director.
Yeah, and then we
And it's Kanye West already signed on, guaranteed.
Oh my God, that'd be so dope.
How many people would change their vote
And then they had an actual
to Donald Trump?
They had an
How many people would be
actual,
like, I don't know, I'll fuck with it.
My
Fuck
president.
reality. Let's just do
bro,
this.
if they had a motherfucking real life, like
Yeah.
we went on Air Force One and it was like, then it was redecorated by Kanye West. And Air Force One was this whole like
Christmas last year looked like it was decorated by Kanye
Oh,
West.
imagine Yeezys making a first dress shoe for Donald Trump to wear to all his press conferences and shit.
My speech
He's
is
got
released
like
on
a
Tidal.
soft. Oh, he's got the new fucking Adidas fucking foam in his dress shoe. And he walked. Oh, let's make it happen, America.
I just like the idea of him doing a press conference.
Who,
you
Donald
know?
Trump? Oh,
No.
but the new golf shoes.
Oh,
the Yeezys,
no.
The Yeezy golf
The
shoes.
problem is that we'll do it. We'll get behind it. We'll be like,
I'm not gonna front with you, fam. I'm not gonna front with you. Just as a collector's item, if Kanye and Donald Trump drop a shoe, nigga, I'm all in. Just as
no,
something.
you're
Just
going
as
to get
something.
on.
I'm not gonna wear it. I'm gonna keep it in a box. I'm gonna sell it 40 years from now. It's gonna be worth some shit.
You're not going to tell anyone.
I'm not gonna tell anybody. It's gonna be like, yo, man, this Nazi flag that was signed by Hitler fucking is worth $500,000 for the right racist. But it's like, I'm not gonna tell anybody I have this Donald Trump Kanye shoe, but I'm gonna get that shit signed. One from Trump and one from Kanye.
What if creative director just is now this huge like thing to consider of like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't really like Joe Biden's creative director.
That'd be fucking crazy.
Kind of like
That'd
that
be.
idea.
What if we start really caring about people's stylists? What if we was like, yo? What if we was like, yo? Trump has been dressing trash lately. Who is dressing this nigga? Like, what if that was a real thing? Like, you had your fucking campaign manager or whatever. You had your campaign director. You had
A stylist.
but then your stylist was a big thing too. Your stylist gets interviewed on Bravo.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, we have Trump's stylist here today. They're like, hey, what were you thinking when you put that suit on him? Same old.
He's
Same old.
mastered the long tie style.
Yeah.
And we just had to repeat it because he does it again and again and again.
Well, people don't realize that we did a collaboration recently with McDonald's. That tie we have has an actual fry stain on it.
Make America great again.
Oh my God.
Do you know Adam Sandler? When Adam Sandler was on SNL, he walks out and I'm like, oh, Adam Sandler, you have such an Adam Sandler outfit on. And I was like, does Adam Sandler have a stylist who picks Adam Sandler outfits? Or does
Oh.
Adam Sandler 100% just go
Adam Sandler?
to like Marshalls and go,
I would like
that
to-
looks good?
I would
I
like to
think
think.
it's him.
I would like to think that it's just a
Adam
level
Sandler
of
goes
not
too
giving a fuck that is accomplished every time. That Adam Sandler, I feel like Adam Sandler, if he's true to Adam Sandler, he's still doing the t-shirt sniff test. He's just sniffing shit and like, this one's clean. Let's go. Like, that's what I like to imagine Adam Sandler as. If Adam Sandler has a whole stylist team in there that's like stepping on shirts for him and shit, like they're stumping them out. They're fucking putting little fucking weird cum stains on your
We
pants.
just got this in from Men's Warehouse. We want him to throw it on. If he's down, Men's Warehouse will throw in a deal.
We're gonna spill a beer on it. We're gonna really make it look authentic. So this is the Adam Sandler.
But he killed it. He killed it on SNL.
every time. Oh, did he?
Oh, he killed it on
I didn't see it.
SNL.
Shout out
I
to
thought
Adam
it was
Sandler.
great
You
to
raised
see.
me.
Yep,
There are
same.
3 fucking
Daddy,
amazing sketches
Mr.
and just
Deeds.
his nice old school humor. I also loved 100% Fresh. I thought that stand-up special was so good.
All right.
Anyway, we went beyond our 3-minute afterlife, but hey, we did a good wine and weed. We got down to the end. We got down to the end of the wine and the weed, and I think we're getting some guests back next week, right?
We are. It was the Met Gala this week, so all our famous friends were gone. But
They're
next
all
week
walking
we'll
on
be
purpose.
tapping into these motherfuckers and saying, pull up on the kids and smoke weed with us and drink wine. And maybe get canceled if you say the wrong thing on this show.
That's
because-
our motto: smoke weed, drink wine,
and maybe
get canceled.
All right, that's it for wine and weed. It's your boy Stilo, a.k.a. All Them Shit.
AKA, see you next week.